The Battle of Monte Cassino was a pivotal event in the Italian campaign of World War II. Beginning in January 1944, it would drag on for 4 long months.
Imagine how I felt, talking to a comrade, then turning round to see him wounded or worse. Or when as one of a group of 9 men, with 2 or 3 metres between each of us, only 3 of them were capable of movement after the area had been bombarded with German shells.
The words of Arthur Helps, a soldier of the Black Watch who took part in the battle 80 years ago.
When my battalion of 1,001 men advanced onto Monte Cassino village, 3 days of fighting had reduced it to 97 men.
It's a recording made decades later, now held as family treasure by surviving daughter Christine Robinson, speaking to Forces News about her late father.
My dad was a very strong man, a very strong man. My dad would only talk about things that would not upset his children. He did not have PTSD. He did not have shell shock, as his own father did, but he just didn't talk about it.
Just 20 years old at the time, his thought-provoking memories provide an insight to life on the Allied front as the advance through Italy grinded to a halt at Monte Cassino.
It was not always suffering and death. I was, so I thought, alone in a shell-damaged farmhouse, manning a telephone exchange by candlelight and reading the forces newspapers, when I became aware of another presence. Slowly, turning my head to the right, I found, sitting on my shoulder, reading the paper with me, a mouse.
P-40s of the 79th Fighter Group, based at Capodichino Field near Naples, play an important part in the attack. Carrying 1,000-pounders, the fighter bombers hit at enemy concentrations outside Cassino and at possible escape routes. A supply concentration in a strongly defended amphitheater is also bombed.
Monte Cassino resulted in Allied victory, not before 55,000 Allied casualties and 2,000 civilian dead. Often in the shadow of D-Day, it bore witness to some of the most fierce action fought by the British Army in the Second World War.
I particularly remember when the Gurkha Regiment, the bravest soldiers I ever met, launched an assault on the high hill in an attempt to capture the heavily defended German position at the monastery on the top of the hill. They were within about 20 metres of the top when they had to retreat. I'd run out of ammunition and supplies could not be got to them. Tears were in their eyes as they retreated through our lines.
Demobbed after the war, Arthur went on to serve 30 years in the police, the events at Monte Cassino, the friends he lost there, in his thoughts for the rest of his life. The veteran died in July 2000.
I ask God to continue to care for my fallen comrades and remember all who have died or suffered as a result of wars. I pray that there are no more wars and thank God for bringing me through.
Thanks for watching. For more from Forces News, like and subscribe to our channel.